Hi guys, something a little bit different this time round. Welcome to a Bream dream. I was looking through my phone and I found some old footage when I went on a holiday with my missus. So all the footage was taken on my phone, so it might be a bit shaky because I didn't even think of taking the camera. Didn't know I was even going to have a little fishing opportunity when I went there. So there you go, this is what happened. I think it was about last year or the year before, something like that. Me and the missus decided to go to the south of Portugal. And in the south of Portugal, there's a little fishing village called Vilamora. It looked exactly like Mayflower Marina in Plymouth. Made me very homesick. But yeah, in the little port there as well, they were doing some little fishing trips. I think this one cost me about €30 when I booked up on it. So I wasn't expecting much. And it said, oh yeah, you can catch conger, bass, all these other different species that we don't get in these waters either. So I was very happy to jump on that boat. But it turns out, no bugger's shown up to the boat. We got on the boat and we thought, well, there's no one here. So I think what must have happened is the village across from there is a bit of a party, crazy kind of place. And that's where we booked up because we knew we were going to Vilamora the next day. So there must have been some very drunk guys, who decided, yeah, we'll go out in a group, and they never shown. So me and the missus had the boat to ourselves. It was lovely. The captain rocked up. He was really quiet. He literally just said to me, can you fish? I said, yeah, check out Conger Quest. I told him about the River Tamar and all the conger we catch here. And he said, well, oh yeah, no, we get them to 40 kilos and all that. And I was like, well, I don't know what kilos are, but yeah, the record comes off in Plymouth, mate, so jog on. And yeah, we went out on our way, and we went out miles as well. So I still, at that point, I didn't know what to expect. All I knew from the rods that I seen that were held on the boat was that we were going to be using some paternoster rigs with some small hooks. So I thought, I don't know, maybe some small, nice foreign species. So we anchored up at the spot. The captain was on it. He was literally out the top end of the boat. I grabbed the rod just thinking, all right, I'll crack on. Nicked all of his bait, and we were using squid and prawn. We were dropping down and the tide was pulling quite strong as well. In the first 10 minutes, nothing happened. I was thinking, oh my God, what's going on here? And then captain, he pulls up a nice bream, probably, I don't know, must have been a pound or something. Not really good at guessing the weights of bream, but it was a decent one. I think it was a male fish as well. It's a nice blue colour. And then he bashed it over the head. And I was like, oh. Because when you catch a bream, I've caught them up on the beaches and stuff. It's not rare, but it's nice to see, and every fish that I catch goes back. So the captain wanted his tea. And I thought, well, I'm not going to deny him his tea. He could throw me off the boat. So I kept very quiet. But I made sure that when I catch one, it's going back. And that was the funny thing about what happened when we were out there. The deckhand as well, he was bringing them up, and I noticed between the two of them that they weren't pumping the rod when they were catching them. They were literally just reeling, and I'd lost a few at this point. This was about 20 or 30 minutes in. So I thought, right, no pumping the rod, Chris, stop getting carried away, just a nice slow reel. And I reeled them up, and I was getting all the small ones compared to those guys who were getting the big ones. The cogs got turning even more, and I thought, well, how can I get a big one? So I flicked it. I flicked it up the boat right next to them. Lo and behold, a couple little taps on the rod, gave it a bit of time, and then just started reeling smoothly. No pumping. Up come another decent fish. Captain and deckhand both staring at me. What's he going to do? Is he going to put it on the plate with the rest of the bream? Or is he going to throw it back? And it went back. We had about, I don't know, must have been 40 or 50 bream that day. And also bringing it up as well for bait changes, I managed to nick a squid as well. So I caught a squid and must have been a very small kind of mackerel fish. I'm not sure if it was an actual mackerel, but it was along those lines, something to do with that. The missus, like I said, she was up on top of the boat sunbathing. She was very reluctant to keep holding the camera. I was going, take a picture of this one, get some footage of that one, because I knew that I wanted to use this. Just hope you like that little story. I mean, me and the captain, although he's a really nice guy and we had a good laugh, we didn't say much, and it was just those little looks to each other. Are you going to throw it back? Because he definitely wanted his tea, but nah. I love bream, and I like having these little bream dreams. So I did look it up afterwards. Bream is a sustainable fish out there. There were a lot down there. I just wish I could have gone for something a little bit bigger, but you pay €30, you get a little bream dream, and that's what you can expect when you go away to these places. When we come back on the boats, There was a boat that came across us and it had the Marlin flag up. He had caught. I wish I was on that bloody boat, don't I? Christ. But yeah, I caught my little PB Bream, so I'm chuffed with that. We drove back in. There was plenty of seagulls about following us in, and some gannets as well, which I always like to see gannets as well, because they're quite an amazing looking bird, I think. Got the suntan lotion on because I'm a ginge, and enjoyed the rest of the holiday as well. Got my fishing itch out of the way. And one more thing before I go. One little neat trick: if ever you go on these holidays and you decide that you can't take the rod, it's going to be a family affair, then in your wallet get some little £20 fluorocarbon, tie up three flapping hooks, like on a paternoster. I think I've shown you the knot before. It was in Conga Quest, the mullet episode. Tie some of those knots on, some tiny little hooks, and we went to the beach, and I put a little bit of my bread off my sandwich on. This is dead true, and I flicked it around, and I caught a load of little silverfish, and I really wish I got a picture of them, but I didn't want to get the camera wet, because I was actually down in the sea. The only good thing is I'm bloody glad I didn't pull a weaver fish out. That would have been funny. But yeah, I got some looks, but I caught fish. So that's it for this time round. Get this edited quite late at night, get me head down, and dream a bream. Cheers, guys.